Listen. Let me apologize to the American public for saying we are completely wasting your time because the Cowboys aren't worth your time. I'm sorry. The greatest level of leadership in 24 years, better than Jimmy Johnson? Really? Better than Jimmy Johnson? Jason Garrett is a better leader than Jimmy Johnson? Really? That is laughable. It is unbelievable. By the way, you can't even say he's better than Barry Switzer. Okay? Because both of them delivered Super Bowl championships, and your behind can't get to the playoffs. 8-8 and 8-8 in 2 years under Jason Garrett's stewardship. This is the problem. And I'm sick. I'm so sick. And this is what bothers me. I love the city of Dallas. It is, I'm thinking about moving there one day. I love that city. The radio station, ESPN Radio in Dallas, I love them, especially their management. They always treat me fabulously when I come to town, okay? My issue, the players on the Cowboys, a lot of them can play. Jerry Jones is a brilliant businessman. But the reason why it always seems like I'm here going off about the Cowboys is not because I have a problem with them. I have a problem with them being bloated, being elevated to something they are clearly not. 1 playoff victory in 8 years, 2 playoff victories in 17 years, no Super Bowl title since the mid-90s, and you're going to sit here sticking out your chest like you the man, like you the Don? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You give a quarterback in Tony Romo more money than you give a Super Bowl champion in Flacco? You put his numbers in terms of dollars and cents in the same category as Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, now Aaron Rodgers. What? Are you kidding me? And now he comes with this greatest leadership in 24 years. Let's say, all right, fine. We know Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer were better than Jason Garrett. Let's go to the players, Skip. You covered the Cowboys. Do you see anybody on this team comparable to the playmaker Michael Irvin, to Emmitt Smith, to Troy Aikman? Do you see anybody on the Dallas Cowboys comparable to them? But I'm the bad guy in Dallas. I'm the guy that's going off on them. This city needs to stand up and start holding the Cowboys accountable. It's nonsensical quotes like that
I agree.
from Jerry Jones, that contributes to people like me and others nationwide calling them on the carpet for this.
I can't
it's
argue.
ridiculous.
Men, these end zone dances, they gotta go. They're disruptive, they're undisciplined.
Papa John's Pizza for Jerry Jones.
Call Papa John's for pizza pie. Fresh taste so good, you can't deny it. Even make Jerry Jones.
Stephen A., you know how much I like and respect Jerry Jones. I've told you that many times on this show. He is not a good businessman. He is a great businessman. And I will go to my grave. I will go to my grave saying that Jerry Jones, as the GM of the early Dallas Cowboys, contributed crucially to the building of that dynasty in the 1990s. I wrote not 1 but 2 books about that. I lived around these teams. And I have no idea what Jerry is trying to prove with these comments, and I believe they were uttered to basically season ticket holders. I don't know what you're thinking, Jerry, because you're reaching farther and farther to assure Cowboy Nation everything's going to be all right. We got this. We're still great. We're still right on point here. Right? We're going to pull this. No, you're not going to pull it off, Jerry. We see no signs of right direction. You commit long-term to a quarterback who has failed you again and again in the biggest moments. And then to, as Stephen A. says, I got to give it up to you, to laughably try to compare the leadership of this team. I don't even know if this team has a leader. Is Tony Romo a leader? I don't see it. Is DeMarcus maybe a little bit of a leader on defense? But I don't think he asserts himself when the going gets really tough. And I've told you many times on this show, Michael Irvin, I know he had his off-the-field issues. one of the great leaders I have ever been around. If I could pick one pro football player I have covered to be in my foxhole at Giant Stadium or D.C. or Philly in December, I want Michael Irvin in my foxhole. Troy Aikman, as you point out, Darren Woodson, Darryl Johnson, I can go on and on. That team had nothing but strong leadership, let alone Jimmy Johnson, one of the great coach leaders I have ever been around. He motivated by fear. That team was scared to death of Jimmy Johnson. But let me tell you, they followed that leader. Jason Garrett to Jimmy. What are you doing, Jerry? You're just teeing up Stephen A. Smith day after day after day and making me look more and more foolish. Way to go, Jerry.
It's impossible.
I appreciate so much you echoing those sentiments. I know it's a painful, painful thing for you to acknowledge that you agree with me. It's okay. I'm here for you because it's warranted, Skip Bayless. This city, and let me tell you something that's happening in Dallas right now. And let me give out a personal warning. And I hope Dallas, ESPN Dallas, listen, you know me, Skip. I do enough damn interviews, okay? I'm not interested. But I hope ESPN Dallas radio station calls me because I'm putting the city of Dallas on notice. You, the citizens of Dallas, Texas, are in danger of contributing to the demise of this team if you continue to buy into the nonsensical rhetoric this man is spewing. The fact of the matter is, myself or anybody nationwide that has been critical of the Dallas Cowboys, we are absolutely 1,000% valid in doing so. You know why? Because the standard that was once established by Roger Staubach and Tom Landry, that was ultimately resuscitated, okay, by Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, okay, is the standard we are holding them to. You're going to stick out your chest and walk around like you Billy Bad, you know what? Because you missed the playoffs 3 consecutive years because your new golden boy can't even get a better than 8-8 record, and I'm the problem? I'm the problem? The way that you got a wide receiver that can't find the postseason through no fault of his own because Des Bryant can ball. But you're going to sit there and get upset because we calling you out because you said you're going to have a 2,000-yard season instead of mentioning the playoffs? It's not our problem. It's their problem. They create their problems because they don't stand up and accept accountability for what they don't do. I actually laugh about the Cowboys because it's laughable.
Yeah,
it is laughable.
Here's the
and
problem.
I tell them
Jerry
to their
has
face
created
if they
a monster named Stephen A. Smith.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
It's
Stephen
ridiculous.
A. Smith. He's created that one.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, let's
Please.
move on, please. There's
They stink.
speculation.